People will often refer to the Okanagan as Canada's Napa Valley because there are some 40 wineries within a 20-minute drive of Kelowna. So here we go, final day of round-robin play at Prospera Place in this year's Montana's Brier. One draw for each. Get you caught up on what happened this morning. It was Pool B, and Thomas Scoffin from Whitehorse as he plays Rylan Kleider, the Saskatchewan champion from the Nutana in Saskatoon. And the Polar Bear is right on the mark as he picks up the win. His coach Darren Moulding, a former Canadian champion, of course, with Brendan Botcher, 8-6 the final. In another one, big game for Quebec, of course, trying to keep themselves alive. Felix Aslan as they play Brad Jacobs. Last chance for him, and no, cannot sneak it around, and he does, and it slides a little bit too far. And so that is their chance gone, 6-4. Elsewhere, teams keeping themselves in it. Nova Scotia wins. So does Moybrook. They're still alive. So with one pool remaining and one game in Pool B remaining tonight, Jacobs, McEwen, they will play for first place. Purcell and Moybrook, the winner there, will get the third spot. All we know in Pool A is that Gushue is first, or has a slot locked up. Dunstone, Carruthers, Epping. Those teams will fight for the 2 spots remaining. And on this Thursday afternoon, we say hello, Canada. Welcome back to Kelowna. Joe, Russ, Kathy will join us momentarily. You could not have planned this any better when you look at that Pool B. Teams will meet for first place. The other 2 teams will meet for the third spot.
Oh, and the story here, the 2 rookie skips. Which team will play best at the end of the week? They've got a chance at the playoffs. They could not ask for more. Ontario, Nova Scotia will be so exciting tonight. All
right, our feature game coming up is for first place in Pool A, and it is Matt Dunstone against Brad Gushue. And here we go again. A player that used to be with Gushue won 2 Canadian championships with him, E.J. Harden. Where's he now? With Dunstone.
Yeah, and you have to think this is a grudge match. EJ on Gushue, you never saw the same intensity you used to see when he played with his previous teams. He is truly himself in this lineup and a huge difference maker. That intensity, the maturity, all of his knowledge elevates this team, and you know he'll be fired up for the game today.
And of course, EJ gets traded or removed, as it were, for Brendan Botcher's arrival. And now it looks like he's finally feeling comfortable.
100%, which is exactly what he was in his last game. He's been the best second stone here the last 4 draws, all because he's been that natural spot. The guy skipped his whole life. I skipped my whole life. He gets to see the line. He gets to read the spots. Way more confident when he pulls the trigger in the hack.
So it's all on the line here. We'll figure out Pool A by the time it's all done, but it's all about first place when we come back.
Matt's really kind of come into his own in the last couple of years. He's really evolved his game and made it very well-rounded. I think having the Harnden guys at the front end has certainly made that team even stronger and given them a real weapon there, and they're going to be a challenge.
They've owned this event for the better part of 5-6 years here, and that's an exciting team to play. I mean, to win this event, to feel really good about it, you want to be able to play the best, you want to be able to do the best.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires, growing together.
So it's the final round robin games for Pool A, the only team not on the ice. Reed Carruthers, Manitoba 6-2, and he awaits his fate. Look at the other games. Here's Kathy.
Well, for Kevin Gushue, so much a feature of the closing weekend for years at the Brier, is now playing for pride as he takes on Ty DeLello and Newfoundland Labrador. John Epping, very much a part of this picture at 5-2, wants to go to 6-2 and see what happens. Needs a victory against Latimer and Nunavut. And finally, the local hero, that's Cam DeYoung, who came into this Brier as a rookie, has learned so much, has 2 wins. He faces James Grattan with 2 wins. Both would like to leave with 3.
Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. Team Manitoba, they are from the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg. Skipped by Matt Dunstone and backed up by Ryan Harnden, EJ Harnden, and Colton Laud. Team Canada, Brad Gushue from the Remax Center, St. John's Curling Club, with Gushue at the head, with Jeff Walker, Brendan Botcher, Mark Nichols. But of course, Nichols will brush and Botcher will go into the house on Gushue's stones. Early advantage goes to Dunstone. He has won. They draw to the button. And look at that, by 3, 6, 9 centimeters or so. And so Gushue will play the yellow. Dunstone has last rock playing the red to get us underway in this battle. The winner will finish first in the pool. The Team Canada lead is Jeff Walker.
Mark Nichols was dusting in the last draw, and it looked like it was perfect, and it looked from up here that it just kind of ground in with stopped about 1.5 inches before they thought it would have had to be perfect anyways. But 4 great draws, 2 good teams.
Just the second time in the event that Gushue starts without last rock. The previous time was against Kevin Gushue, and he still won the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a long way to go here. Number 1 lead in the building right there. Just making everything.
Right now. I'm good. Top 4. It's the 6, Matt.
That's the only plus they have, Joanne, in the 4 positions is at the lead position. So Ryan's got to set it up nicely, or they're going to be in trouble.
Really got to go.
Yeah, you don't often win the game at lead. You can certainly lose it. When your lead is the top of the standings, that definitely helps.
All right, keys to the game now, and let's start with Team Canada.
Brendan's trending. We talked about it a little bit in the opening. First 3 games, he was in the mid-80s at best. The last 4 games, Vic, 95, 95, 90, and 100. That could be the difference here. He's the best second in the building right now. And respect the run back. We talk about it all the time. Carruthers can tell you about it last night. Matt Dunstone made a beautiful double run double to win that game.
Hard. Go.
And wrapping it around that stone top edge of the 4, shot rock belongs to Canada for the moment. Now the keys for Matt Dunstone.
Top house weight, it's so important when throwing those draws to make sure in the hack that you're not trying to think they're on your own. Use the sweepers. There's just been a few for Matt this week that have slid back to the 8-foot. Sweepers have gone for a walk. You know that he wants those back. And ask a lot of your third. You have to remember, EJ joining this team means Colton Lott moved up to that 3rd position. He seems so comfortable in that role. He's going to have a tough matchup against Mark Nichols today.
Keys to the game, they're brought to you by Scotty's Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties.
Up in there. Clean, yep. Top up. Yep. Whoa. 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 Chop it.
Oh, just perfection. Loads up the 2 reds, obviously goes on the yellow.
Yeah. Feel the same. Yeah, it's a nice feel, nice and quick.
I love what this team does. They time rocks. They time hog to hog mostly. They'll do the odd splits, but I like what Brendan said there. Does it feel the same? Because the stopwatch can once in a while really throw you under the bus.
Yeah, those numbers are great for trends, just as a tool to use, but ultimately it's having that feel in the thrower's hand.
Whoa. Top 12, guys. You can get there. Whoa, Mark, stop. Kind of no man's land there. Okay. Well, 5. Yeah, I think so.
To keep brushing that to get to the desired spot, the yellow's wide open. So Brad said, whoa, at the last second there, making this a little tougher. but makeable.
Just in that inner line, everyone throws towards the middle for the most part in practice. Not a lot of rocks go in this part. You assume there'll be a bit more curl, a little fresher, so it could be slower.
16th Brier for EJ, 3-time champion. 1 with Jacobs, 2 with Gushue.
Keep going. You gotta go roll, hard roll.
And there, he'll tap out the Gushue stone, roll it away. And they are sitting 3 with last rock here in the first.
How's that for 3 opening rocks?
2/3 or a little less.
Really puts the pressure on here, holding that shooter. He could have easily just tried to peel it out of there. But now this run back, even if it's made, Dunstone's still looking good for a 2 here.
Whoa, whoa. Curl. Curl.
Brendan Bodger.
Curl.
Nichols.
Hard, Brad.
And how's that?
Oh boy.
And not overthrown, and just enough to do the job. The action on the stones, lively house.
Just a great shot.
The 2 players in the big trade there showing up.
Facing off, yeah, this is great.
Hard, Brad.
That was tricky to do for Botcher to get that thing out of there.
Clean. Yep. Hard if you like.
The only team better,
Real hard, Pete.
the Jacobs team. 63% efficiency, scoring 2 or more with last rock. Goes a long way to helping you win a championship. And enough to push it through. Not quite. But those stones are spread out for Dunstone.
11-3 on his.
Bad news, it's tough to blank now, but you might get your 2 because of that roll.
One here.
Shoot. Like a 10.
Yep.
You like a 10?
Yeah. Might feel like a 9.5 to get a 10. I think the same.
Okay.
I think that's a big adjustment for a player. I mean, Mark Nichols, he's done it before where he throws 2, sweeps the other 6. That was the 06 Olympics with you, Russ. But he hasn't done it since. And to see those numbers, number 1 among thirds, not having anything in the house, not seeing those rocks coming at him, that's really impressive.
No question. The other option they had no 6 was to have me brush, and we thought about it for
Just
quite a while.
Not quite ideal, hey?
Yeah, but it was a discussion for a good 4
No
seconds.
one. For no one. Rusty.
Good way.
Clean. Low. Clean. Yep.
Nice little roll by Nichols.
Good way.
Gotta go.
Get those reds closer together.
Brian Hart.
Hard.
Hard.
And will avoid the stuff at the back and rolls towards the center line.
Yeah. I think there's just a little bit of movement everywhere right now. It's not real up to speed.
Same weight.
Same weight, guys?
Yeah.
Wanted to roll a little bit to our right with that one. They're starting to get close together.
Weight's good.
So many teams in this position start throwing bullets trying to hit and roll across. What Mark's trying to do is hit and stay both times and force Dunstone to make everything perfect.
Really gotta go. Gotta go.
Yeah, they'll clip their own on the way by, but it hangs around, and then the shooter is also just on the edge.
Oh, that was almost a disaster.
It's gotta beat full 12.
Any higher, he would have been drawn to sit 3.
It's the first one we've seen run straight. All the hits, they kind of seem like they were coming up.
It's going to be the same as the other games to the wings, like 14-inch.
Yeah, we just finished hearing EJ say there's a little bit of extra curl everywhere. Didn't happen in that one.
This will be the guess on speed to the wing. We've seen some of these come up pretty light because there's not a lot of rocks down the middle in practice.
Little bit for line.
A little bit for line.
Gotta hold the line a bit.
T-line.
Line's good.
T-line plus.
Always Pete. T-line. Line's good, guys. Back T. T.
Plenty of weight here.
No.
This is sliding.
No.
Sit, baby.
Oh,
that's very
Good shot.
Good spot.
Perfect.
Good shot.
Oh, just though.
Yeah, it looks as if it is the second shot.
Put this one first and get a big roll. Yeah. Well, it's a different shot for sure. With this one, I think we can get kind of full back 8.
Yeah.
With this one, we could almost get top 4.
Yeah.
If you hit it.
Yeah.
Right in the...
Yeah. We just got to make sure we catch this.
What a brilliant idea
the only problem,
here.
we just miss it and we stay
There.
there.
Because you hit the yellow first, you'll shoot right
guaranteed
across
to.
this way.
I'm with you. I'm good with either.
Certainly, it's better if we get it going above the tee line.
Not super dangerous because hitting it dead on, you're probably giving up too.
It's a bit scary. Yeah.
Okay. So let's throw peel.
Okay. We're trying to hit a quarter of this rock.
Yeah, or a little less.
Yes.
Yeah. Have steam, you're killing it. You might as well try to get it over there.
Not too many teams would take this on, but there's very little risk unless Brad's about 5 inches wide, right? And he gets a lot of that yellow.
Yeah, most important thing is make sure you kill that red.
Any tick off that yellow, he's going to go right over to where he wants to be. Marks didn't do much out here.
Skip Stone's here in this first.
Yep.
Little combination here to
Yep.
roll towards the center, above the tee line, closer to shot rock. Here we go. Got to hit their own first. There we go. And up. And how do you like that? And
Very
it'll
good.
finally settle for a second shot, but it was exactly the way it was drawn up.
Too much weight. Hair more curl.
Absolutely
Good shot. Or a little
perfect. What a
soft.
great shot. And there was really no risk.
Beauty.
Just too strong.
Too much. Pretty good. I think that's better than anywhere we
That
could get off the
relationship,
back
I mean, they
one.
only had one game.
Good call.
And prior to getting here, that relationship is
Nice toss. They
really
curled an inch for us, I thought. Yeah.
fitting now. Gushue saying, and I asked him about
Very
the
good.
line calls, and he said, I'm finding now I have to bite my tongue.
Oh, wow.
And I believe so much in
Take it.
Brendan's line
Might
calls.
get a
So
blank.
he trusts him.
That's a quick turnaround on forming that trust. Usually you have to, that can take years to develop, I would assume.
Absolutely.
Nose is probably easier.
Nose is the easiest. I think we set up
Okay.
an easy double a lot of this time.
Sorry?
I think we set up an easy double a lot of the time with the hit and roll.
I agree.
Okay, let's just make this double. And if we
Kinda
hit it
weird.
high, we might be able to make a good roll.
Take a
9-5? Yeah,
Mine came up a little bit.
a
here.
little bit. Give me
like
just
no.
onto the edge.
Because
Yeah.
it makes a thin double
She's
for
got a
him.
wonderful chance
Might
to
get
get
a
out of this
blank on
now.
We're into this.
Make the double might roll to the left-hand side of the screen here. And if Gushue makes the double back, then there might be a double for the blank.
That's right.
Right on the nose.
Okay.
Nose double. If this is nose, the double for Brad's a hair scary.
Good way.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Easy. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Clean. Whoa. Easy. Curl. Curl. Clean. Straight.
Now, Brian, and they'll leave it there, and they'll
Shot.
catch the one on the way in the back.
Shot. Good.
Shot.
You get it across.
Certainly
maybe
possible.
Good.
Throw.
There.
Yep.
What do you see this doing? Did you throw one here in practice?
I
or-
would. No, I threw along the center line, but
I
I'd play
assume
it.
we're going to get something early in the game.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's
I
the
like this
call.
room.
Yeah, I
But
think
if
it's
Brad gets it
minimum.
a little thick, then his shooter rolls here. If it hits the north side of that red one, it could go there. You know, if he hits about
Trying to hit a quarter.
thick half, so yeah, that's why they're going quarter. Quarter.
Or thin?
First
Maybe a
end in
little
a
thinner
spot
than
you don't
quarter.
know
Yeah.
is not too appetizing.
Nice for a quarter.
Yeah, usually inside out, you'll see a little bit more movement versus outside in.
Like our games. I was.
So to hit a quarter, I think Brad has to let go flashing,
Yeah.
which is always a little scary. Don't want to give the
kidding.
rock away.
Final stone for Brad Gushue.
Yep. Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
As we play here in first.
Clean. Clean.
Walker,
Straight.
Nichols, 1, 2, and avoids the jam. And now sitting the 2. So do you take on the double here?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Matt might.
That burn went down awfully quick.
Yeah. Great throw. You saw how close that got to jamming.
Your face is like, are you serious?
Half an inch thicker. He hits the red straight back. Look how close that was. Even to kick out the yellow and then the blanks all day, every day.
But it didn't go crazy.
That relationship, Kathy, that they have, those two, for all these years from the junior days, Nichols and Gushue.
Well, and Brad just said that, you know, in the heat of the moment, sometimes because of the longevity of the relationship, he could say something and he would know that Mark would forgive him. And that is one of the biggest differences. That's what he misses the most.
Good way.
Yeah, well, he's not in that
Just clean.
house
Easy.
for those crucial shots, right?
Right. But he's right beside him for the crucial
Well,
shots.
and he can go by and still murmur things and be forgiven.
No, Matt.
No, he's just going to play the hit for the single. So really 2 terrific shots by Gushue. That little double combination to get close, and then the double to get out of trouble. Final 2 draws of round robin play. This afternoon it's the A pool. And tonight it'll be Pool B. And our feature here is all about first place. The winner will get first. Right now, Team Canada 7 straight wins. Matt Dunstone at 6-1. And remembering, of course, Dunstone wins, he would get first by virtue of the win over Gushue. So Dunstone forced to the single. And here in the second, it is Gushue that does have last rock. He has the hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Leave it short, leave it short, leave it short. Sorry. Sorry, Jeff. Okay.
Jeff might have a tough pair. You hear Brendan apologizing to him. That was, they liked the weight out of the hand and it just didn't carry the way they expected. So his rock might be a bit slow.
Not Botcher's forte either, is it? Is judging. You were talking about that this morning before the game started. Is, you know, how good can he be at judging?
Oh yeah, you talk about the technique of brushing, but the art of knowing when to sweep, that takes a long time to develop. I mean, he's sweeping with someone else, so there's always someone to lean on. But it fooled both the brushers there.
Line's great. Halfway. Little bit of room. We're halfway high. Pete's rock.
High half right now.
Yeah, you got to get it going.
Just straight curl.
Hard, Pete.
Straight curl.
Hard,
Hard,
Pete.
Brian!
Never off, guys.
Hard!
Hard. Okay.
Hard!
Yep.
More!
Good.
Good. Whoa.
Shot.
Shoot, Colt.
Thick half.
2 ends in a row here. Brendan needs to clear up some granite in the middle.
Hard. Whoa. Curl, 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 curl.
And we'll run it back and get it off the center line. Much better number at 50%, so tied with Dunstone for hammer efficiency. Earlier in the week, they were just 33%. So better performance, better scoring by Gushue.
That was a little narrow. That was a good line call.
Yeah, it was tight from the get-go. Kind of
Yeah.
got more than he maybe thought he was going to when he released it.
There right now.
Yeah.
Colt.
Back
Little
four.
bit for line.
Line only.
Whoa, Ryan!
Back 4.
Got to stay real close for line here.
Back 4.
Yep.
Don't want to.
Have to.
Line only.
Whoa!
Okay, whoa.
Still back 4.
Coming down.
You're still back.
High as you can on this line.
It's trying.
Shot each.
Good job.
They're the ones
Very
that
nice.
impressed me for the brushers. They knew it was heavy. They relayed that information. Matt said, look, you're going to have to go to get it by, and they managed it as tight as they could. Turned it into a great shot.
It's the re-evaluation piece that's so important too. They said back 4, hard for line. Nobody went down and swept the whole time. It just, you know, eased into it, waited till it was totally desperate, and they did the most they could with that. And look, it's above the tee line.
Clean. Yep. Yep.
Hard.
One more time, Gushue calling for a cleanup on aisle
Good shot.
C.
Wow.
Is that ever good? Wow.
Wow.
always so accurate with these shots as a skip. Of course, that's going to carry into his play as a second.
Good shot. Making himself look good out here. Missed the first one.
Good
Make
scrub.
It's kind of true. He's missed his first one up by a little bit, both ends, and then made 2 pistols.
Nice throw, Colt.
Good throw, dude. A little tight.
I thought just like a little straight, if
That's what I
anything.
thought,
Love
too.
the line you're on. Yeah.
This is the game of consequence, other than ours. Epping, Northern Ontario at 5-2 as he plays Nunavut and Latimer.
Well, John had an opportunity to lie 3 on his first, but he rolled out, and that allowed Shane Latimer to hit and stick on the shot stone. That is why there is a chance for 2. Needs to nose.
Good.
Good sweep. Right there. That looks heavy.
It's a must-win for him to go to 6-2. Remembering, of course, that Reed Carruthers, his idol, Manitoba champions out of the Granite and Winnipeg,
Is that the same one he threw the hit on?
have wound up, finished their round robin. They are also 6-2.
But I think so. Yeah, because you played the intern on the first. Yep. Yep. Clean. Good. Clean. Throw, Colt.
Throw, Colt.
No, I know, Russ. You have to. The other team has to want to cooperate.
T-line.
But as somebody watching at home, and you go, okay, well, we're just at third rocks, and I know that Botcher has made a great shot to clear everything out. Why aren't we trying to generate? Why aren't they?
For Gushue?
Yeah.
There's really nothing to work with. Like, as soon as Botcher made that wonderful shot, but lost his shooter, all 3 scattered, and then all that was left was one Gushue corner guard, and Matt was immediately sprinted out there and peeled it off. There's nothing for him to work with, so they're trying to throw guards here. This one, I think you'll put in the rings, Joe, right? It's getting late enough that if you throw a guard now, Dunstone goes around it and forces
Even
him.
a little bit behind. It's not bad, guys. Go ahead.
You kind of have to make that gut feeling, Vic, where what are the odds of me getting 2 here? And we might as well run it through and start all over again next end.
And early in the end, you wouldn't expect to see the team without Hammer going around a corner guard, because if you go a little bit deep, that gives you the opportunity to freeze and maybe generate something. You don't often see the team without Hammer using corner guards. They like to prefer to go to the middle.
Clean. Clean. Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
That's confidence when you just turn around and go, it's going to work. I'll go back and get ready for my next. Gushue with a couple of wonderful shots that led to the force. This was his first in the first.
Brendan saw this too, and I think it brings another element to this great Gushue team. He said, if we get this quarter rock, it's going to go straight across that tee line. Almost stops it on top, but eventually led another good shot by Gushue, led to a force and turned the end upside down.
Key shot brought to you by BKT Tires. Growing together.
It was looking like a pretty simple 2 for Dunstone until Brad's first there.
All because that was a little deep with the Colton, wasn't it? Like any higher, that shot's not there.
Yeah.
Try and roll at the rocker too, eh?
Clean. Wait.
Clean.
Hair down.
Clean. Clean.
Wait.
Whoa.
It's a great angle, and now watch this curl that other 5 inches hog line in because it's a nice soft weight.
Good. So nice.
If you're taking up this sport, you've got to learn to throw the right speed. Hitting the broom is secondary, in my opinion. These guys are going to be close enough. Brad's not going to miss the broom by more than an inch, inch and a half all winter. The only way he's going to miss some of these shots is not throwing the right speed. With that, the amount of curl you get now, by the time it gets to the far end, it can make you look pretty bad if you have the wrong speed.
Clean.
Final stone and looking for the blank.
Clean.
And there it goes. So a very nice shot by Botcher to clean things up. Then we put a blank on the board. Thursday afternoon here in Kelowna, our continuing coverage, Montana's Brier. Final 2 draws. B will play tonight here at Prospera Place. A completing their draw this afternoon. The 4 sheets in play, of course. And then we'll narrow things down to just a couple for tomorrow. Ultimately down to just 1 for the championship weekend. The blank in the second means that once again Brad Gushue does have the last rock, has the hammer, playing the Yellowstones. And this is his lead, Jeff Walker.
Hard! 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 Back 12! Hard! You gotta go, we gotta move it, guys. Hard line, hard line. Go, 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 go. Mark on this one. Okay, pretty good. Stop button! Good scrum. Yeah.
You guys like that?
As you look back to the week that was, it was against Northern Ontario, really tested by John Epping and the team from Sudbury. And now with a chance to go through undefeated and hold that last rock. And that last rock does mean something, Russ, in as much as Dunstone saying to me, it's something you don't have to think about. You know, you're thinking about last rock throughout round robin, the draws, the numbers, and everything else. If you have that last rock in your pocket going into the weekend, now it's the other team that has to try and flip you.
Yeah, no question about it. They got very unlucky with Colton's in the first end to stop beside that yellow, and Brad made them pay, or they're up to.
Now there's your loss you have to look at right there. Epping. He lost to John Epping. Will that head-to-head mean something when it's all said and done? Now, first of all, playing right next door is John Epping, and Kathy's watching that. For it to mean anything, Epping will have to win his game, of course, over Nunavut.
Real nice weight. Right to it. Oh! Can't bounce with this line.
It's there.
Chip it? No, it's... Line was fine. We're just having... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Be a little more patient, guys. Yeah, Mark, one of his is a little faster.
What's that?
That one is a little faster.
Brendan's?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we were short on it 2 ends ago.
Top 4, same line. Top 8.
EJ's just trying to get to the inside of the rock that Brendan just threw. That one hung out a little bit wider.
Everything you got, Ryan, you got it.
Line's great. Easy. Yep. We're just full 4.
Don't need to bump this.
We're right in there.
Whoa. Wow.
Clean. It's perfect. Clean.
Wow.
Little bump. Clean. Clean.
Wow.
Well done, EJ. Nice. God, EJ. I don't know.
Speaking of Northern Ontario, and speaking of Kathy.
I'm speaking now. Those 2 stones that are the back, that is Latimer's stone, but there is another yellow stone underneath him, just drawn in on his first by John Epping. So it is 2 that Latimer faces. He's trying to run back a guard just thrown by John Epping that's in the 12-foot and make the double.
Latimer went 1-7 a year ago in Regina. Winless so far, gives up another steal of 2.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I agree.
At least 2 of them. Yeah. In. Nice and hard. Yeah. In the hair low. Yeah. I throw it hard at the nose.
It's the 3rd end in a row that Botcher's last rock,
it's
second
intern,
rock
right?
of each end had to throw a hero shot.
Okay.
Yeah, you might wonder, oh, Team Canada's sitting 2 here. Why are they running this back? Well, these rocks at the top of the 4-foot are just in too good of a spot for Dunstone. They can be raised.
Clean. Yep.
Bail time for Team Canada.
Whoa! Whoa! Come on. Great shot.
Good shot.
Good shot.
Really, really well thought out to get that angle. Not being very patient, leaving the Dunstone rocks in play, but now Dunstone's got some work to do.
Just crazy.
Yeah, they knew they weren't going to remove any of those top 4 ones, but they just had to get their angles rearranged. Shooter stays on the side, too.
Yeah, that's good too.
It's probably a little smarter. Okay.
I agree.
See an out turn 10-5? Yeah. Yeah, good scrub.
These top teams play on such great surfaces with so many rocks in play, virtually every spiel, that they get to know the intricacies of the rock placement.
Well, they've met twice on the tour this year, and they are 1-1
Really light.
against each other. EJ Harnden.
Over curling here.
You gotta go. Really gotta go.
Watch out. And we'll spin it over. And so just the one lonely Canadian stone is on the lid, but surrounded.
If they had just hit that hair higher roll on top, Gushue's in massive trouble.
Okay. I like it.
The triples there if they want to take it on, the way Mark can throw it.
Quick now.
Forward weight.
Yeah.
You can hold it.
Yep. You got it.
Love the way they can manage these rocks by tapping and staying in the right corner, which is what
Weight's good. Clean.
Lott didn't do.
Little heavy.
Clean.
Weight.
And one of those wins at the Brier, of course, was a couple of years ago in London, Ontario. And
Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep.
he beat Dunstone in the final.
Real good. Very good.
Real nice. Try and get as low as you can here. Yeah.
Good one, Mark.
Don't hate throwing this hard. I think we have to. What? Yeah, I think so. Like, I think it's a peel weight shot. Yeah. Out turn. Maybe just a sliver more, Matt. Just a hair more ice.
Mark just rolled to a perfect spot because it's tough to get the back one, get any roll. That's why they're throwing the extra speed.
Curl.
Colton Lott.
Curl.
Brian Harnden.
That's fine.
Here you go.
Take goal.
Wasn't far off.
Just gotta be
That's
careful.
a great shot.
Don't leave him this, but
Yeah.
Thick half.
2/3 probably.
see if we can get it up under the guard.
Try.
2/3.
Thick half.
Thick half. Okay.
Yeah.
Stuffs it there. I'll go with the shooter. Okay.
That previous tap freeze by Mark has got a
Really
great
hard.
chance to get two here now.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Jeff
hard.
Walker. Bang, bang. And we'll roll it up, but it'll get underneath a little bit.
Very good. Real nice.
Decent plan B, I guess. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good call.
Do you think, Joe, there was a chance here to maybe even touch all three if you hit it the right way?
I don't think so. They were trying for the double, though. They wanted to remove that other red and spin up a little bit.
Just trying to make the double back. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he rolls. It's half rock. Yep. Brad's didn't do much in the first.
No.
I'll go at it pretty good.
That's half the
Half
battle.
rock, eh?
If they could somehow stick there, the concern is this is angled a little bit, so it's going to be tough to get that yellow all the way across. Trying to get it into that area. They believe if they connect on the left yellow, they'll sit two. They can get that out of the 8-foot. Matt hits it a hair thick. You know, that helps too. That bit of space. So they're frozen and they're angled the wrong way. This shot's not possible. There might be enough room there.
I would expect to see some speed here.
Oh, yeah. Said half. That seems a hair thin.
Seventh Brier appearance.
Curl.
For Matt Dunstone. Ryan Harnden. Bang. Oh, and he slides underneath. Look what he has left. Goodness.
Yeah.
And you can hear the murmur through the crowd. They know, too. What's possibly setting up here for Canada?
And because that was angled a bit, Matt hit it too thin, which should have got that right one out and still didn't get it. If he hit it where it wanted to, it wasn't going out either.
He wanted to hit a little more of that yellow, but not by much.
And then the yellow wouldn't have gone as far. Yeah, would have got the other one, of course. But. And no double available.
Deep enough where he can't roll underneath the corner and be okay.
It's hard to say he missed it the wrong way because it was, what, quarter-inch wide? But he missed it the wrong way.
You're going to say it anyways.
I am.
I like this.
Good with this.
Okay.
Yeah, he hits it thick there and kills that other one. He's sitting two.
Yep.
I think it's draw the button speed because the other speeds are really quick on the other side.
So they're looking to go to the back 8-foot area here.
Around the corner.
No, splitting center.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Around the corner, you might see a double, a crosshouse double available. So this way there will be a double, but the shooter will roll out.
And just spreading them out as best they can.
Yep.
Yes.
Becky! Line's good.
Line's good.
Mark's
You want to be at least back 4, guys.
Yeah,
no, line's close. Line's good. Line's
Keep
good.
going, Mark.
You're good
Keep
there.
going.
You're good.
Whoa, easy.
You're good. You're good.
Whoa.
And good they are to the center line.
Good spot, Brad.
Back edge of the 8 to sit 3.
Is that a quarter? Third?
Yeah.
Thin third?
That's a thin third.
Yeah, quarter it'll spin off. Just a little bit of space. I can't see this doing much.
No.
This,
We're good with this? We're not trying to make a roll?
I think
we scared of him playing that split?
What else do we do?
We're going to try and make a big roll.
Kathy, again, it's a big game for Northern Ontario and really a must-win for him.
And Northern Ontario is playing very well, very focused. On his first, Shane Latimer went around. He was second shot, sort of tucked in the 4-foot, but John Epping able to pick it out. And so now he faces 2, does need the lid to score.
And Northern Ontario, you're right, they are curling well. 95% as a team right now.
Hard, guys, come on. Come on. Hard, guys, hard. Come on.
A little rub and will come up shy. So
just took that oomph off.
Steal of 1 there.
Good sweep, guys. Good
Angle double trying here for Dunstone, facing 3 with his last.
Whoa! Straight!
You can see too, Epping keeps a look. Oh, and he stuffed it. And so Team Canada will have a chance for their 3.
Unbelievable. And remember, that was Mark Nichols. Nosed one, had it cocked slightly on the inside, which made it tough to get out. Matt rolled the dice and missed.
It's going to slide as good or better now. So.
Line's good.
That's really good. Just behind T-line.
Same line. Back 4.
T-line.
Same line.
Yeah, back 4.
Put it in the paint. And Gushue will crack a 3. And for just the second time in this Brier, Dunstone gives up a 3. The first time was to Northern Ontario, and he lost that game. The chance to win his first Brier title.
Doesn't look at me.
Full 8 is what you need. Full 8 is what you need to become the Canadian curling champions.
We still have a passion for the game. We still want to be, at the top of the world.
Our desire to never give up and always continue to get better is there.
We've worked hard. Grateful I was able to play on such a great team with great athletes.
Canadian champions again. And 5 for Gushue. And it's a win and a 6th Canadian championship for Brad Gushue.
Once you get a taste of it, you always want more.
Yeah, he's on a run and looking to go through undefeated here, put himself in position Is there a 7th ahead for Gushue in a very, very tough field here in Kelowna? But that moment in 17, you know, you think about all the chances and how far he had come, and to win it at home, we're just reliving it and chatting. And remember the white tornado, and we had the power failure, and people were holding on to lampposts trying to.
Oh yeah.
It was just special, a special moment. As we welcome you back on this final day of round robin play, and taking advantage of a first Stone mistake, and then he couldn't make the double to help himself. Dunstone, and so Gushue pops a 3, and here we go to the 4th once again. It is Matt Dunstone from the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg with Last Rock as the hammer, playing the Red Stone.
It's very, very interesting to see if Team Dunstone can bounce back here, because they've been the better team. They've had Gushue under the gun 3 ends in a row. Botcher opened it up. Mark made an absolute pistol to lock it on the corner and force that error to Dunstone. That's all it takes at this level.
Hard early.
Dunstone misses it thick. He can't give up more than 2. All of a sudden, he's been punched in the nose.
Girl.
Oh, something happened to this one. I think it grabbed something. EJ was trying to play a come around freeze on the tee line.
Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Tough one. High guard on the yellow on it.
That hurts.
Same shot.
Had a few
They're 2 shots away. I don't hate it, Brad.
what looks like flat spots last night, and I talked to a couple of front ends, and they think it's partly because of the amazing brushing. They're just so strong, they can rip the surface off.
I'm good with it. Same shot.
You might expect to see that more in the second half. A little bit early to see something.
Yeah,
The middle. It could have just grabbed.
probably
anything.
picked.
But it's a good point with the fabrics are common, but that's that the foam underneath is very, very firm, and it can definitely wear down a path.
These guys are brushing for keeps.
Line's good. 4. Okay, wait, don't wait. Wait's good. Whoa. Clean. Top 4. We're there. We're there. Whoa. T. Whoa. T. Whoa. It's right to ours. Bump it a little. Always, Jeff. Bump it a little. Don't want to. We don't want to bump on this line, Jeff. Got to sit then. Don't want to bump on this line. Sit. Sit. Okay.
And the smallest of bumps.
Good, Jeff. Good.
Thanks for Brendan. I heard. Oh, we got an update.
Yeah, there we go. Alberta against the Newfoundland and Labrador Cats.
Well, for Cooey, he's had a little bit of unfortunate luck at the hand of Ty DeLello. Ty was trying to play a hit. He clipped it very lightly and wound up moving both of his in. And so it is 2 that Kevin Cooey faces. There is no double. This is the nose. He's being forced.
Hard.
Last year, 2 and 6 in Regina, and we've said it many times. He considered that rock bottom for him, and comes into this one 3 and 4, and not going to make the playoffs. Picks up a single.
Have to remember for Cooey, 2 of those losses were extra end losses.
Yeah.
They were right in the thick of it.
Wonder Gushue.
Yeah, I think like 4 feet less than what.
That's all it takes, isn't it? It's such a short round robin. It's brutal, to be honest. You lose the wrong game to the wrong team, and you're in big trouble.
Oh, I mean, Team Dunstone, for example, they lost Monday morning to Team Epping from Northern Ontario. And from Monday morning on, they were essentially in a must-win situation.
Whoa, whoa, half. Little higher red now.
And even now, if they drop this one, I believe they're looking at 3rd place, which now you're into 4 sudden death games.
Just past it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, good shot.
Need a run back here pretty soon for Dunstone.
And these guards are well placed. They're not very tight to the rings, so longer the guard, the more accurate you have to be with where you hit it to make noise in the house.
Plus the red-yellow combo clears the back ones. Ton of work here.
And here's the one of your keys. You have to expect a lot from Colton.
Whoa, whoa, clean. Yep.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yep.
It was.
Yes. Yep. Yes. Gotta go.
Oh boy, leaves the shooter out in front, and now that is the red is available onto the stones on the lid.
It eliminated the stagger at the front of the house.
Hoping that yellow-red be lined up.
If I give you the same weight and you sweep it?
Yep. Same weight's fine. Hold on.
Gushue
I just looked the last one. I wasn't sure if you wanted.
sees an opportunity here now. Just a couple nice guards. They got a wonderful chance to steal a minimum of one.
Yep.
Stronger at it.
Weight's good.
Just past half. Whoa, whoa, way out there. Easy. Just past half. We're broom length. Gonna need some curl, Brendan. Sliding good. We're 3 feet short. Curl. Curl. 2 feet short. Curl.
Keep going. Help him.
Curl.
Help him.
Help him. Curl.
Curl. Keep going, Brendan. Keep going. More.
It's just weight. Line was good.
It's pretty good.
What did he want to happen here, Joe?
He wanted a little bit more curl. Was he trying to freeze on the inside of his own yellow? Just hook them so that nothing goes back on the rocks that are in the forefoot and the button.
If it stayed a hair higher, there'd be a triple, I think, at least to get that thing off the button. The problem here.
We got to move one of those off the
Just like to get this
Right.
one out of the way somehow so we can get to here on my first.
Am I playing the same shot?
If we ever knows the same shot, we're shaking them up.
If,
Like, my first thought was something like this. Get that up and out and just try and push this somewhere into here.
Can't ever do this, eh? And get this.
Well, yeah, but I'm just scared if this one doesn't touch.
Yeah.
It should touch, right? But it could even flop to a spot where it's here and he just draws on top.
Yeah, and if I hit a little thicker and push it back, like I think we got to get one off the button, right?
at this level, that one pick of E.J. Harnden's has just put them so far behind this end.
Can you make it thin enough? No, the other way.
No. I don't even know if there's enough room to get this by here.
Okay.
It's going to come
There's
down
enough room
first.
to touch at least one of them, though.
That's all you need, right?
Like, is it ever trying to run this into there?
Okay, yeah, I'm into this run.
Okay.
Northern Ontario in a must-win and just lots of pressure on the team from Iqaluit.
And almost from the outset, Northern Ontario has been in a position to split the house and have done so successfully. And so facing two, he needs the 8-foot. He being Shane Latimer.
Looks good. You're almost 3/4, right?
Yeah. Looks good, guys. Looks good.
And good it is.
All right, Shane.
So to get on the board, Shane Latimer
Hey, one.
and Nunavut. Here we go, rattled around. Oh, just drives it by, and they've got a couple of reds to maybe use.
Yeah. Oh boy, that was so close. If it just gets a little less the top yellow, you kick that back yellow out, and then the problem right now for Dunstone is going to take him 2 tries to get shot rock. And his first try is going to be next to impossible.
Yes.
Even with the red or high? Halfway.
Half rock on the high side of this one.
I would agree.
I think we're playing that same 9-5-ish we played last night. Just try and splash them in there.
Yeah.
Is that where you were, or you had a little bit more?
I felt like I was there and like a nice positive release.
And speed was good out here?
Yeah.
It's very good, yeah.
Broom's almost on the foam.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Half. Easy, easy.
I got a little higher now.
Whoa. Easy line. Halfway.
So this would be the foam call.
Right there, right there.
Oh, my.
Curl, curl, curl.
Sorry, Kath, I actually laughed at that.
I actually kind of, my eyes are stuck rolling back in my head.
Hard, hard.
Okay. Okay.
Good judge. Thought it was a little better than that.
Yeah, what would you say to that? Pretty consistent week. Only thing was the the 83%. Still won it, but look at that. Mostly in the high 80s, 90s. Averaging 90% for Brad Gushue.
How's that look?
Didn't quite get enough curl on that guard.
Does this one ever make any sense?
Which one?
No, this is good.
Didn't close the door on this, but Dunstone would love to throw speed at this to move those yellows around. He can't. That yellow guard was good enough that you can make this, but you have to make it with like a control or a board weight, and it's not going to move those yellows very far. As long as he kills that back yellow, he's still in business.
You actually, Joe, have to come across the face.
You do.
To direct it back the other way.
Yeah, and to get there, that has to curl past that high guard, so he can't have too much space going by.
They need something. They're in a bit of a funk at the moment. Dunstone down 3-1 as we play here in 4. They do have last rock.
Close.
Yep. Down. Yep. Yep. Down. Whoa. Hard. Yep.
Ryan Harnden.
Hard, Ryan. Hard.
Now DJ trying to warm it up. Oh, they got that by now.
This is really
and watch that, and they'll just push it up.
She wasn't even there.
I think he just ticked the back.
Oh,
of
did
the
it?
guard,
Oh, okay.
and it was a little bit light.
Probably closer to 12-5.
12.
But that would, you know, had he even made this.
Watch this.
Just a bit. The weight, though, wouldn't have made much difference, would it? I mean,
you only had, I think it would, because it would. If he kicks that back yellow, he would have been frozen, and it's only a steal of 1. Now it's a steal of 2. I think he was good.
Intern draw, or if you ever, could you ever throw enough weight to?
Oh, I don't like. I think you'd rather throw like top 4 weight than if you touch that outside one.
Guys,
You can get a
I
guard.
think he might have the hole.
Like, I think he has the hole.
Well, that's why if we throw.
I don't think he can throw. Boy. I don't think he can throw
disagree.
through the hole.
You could throw this in turn, and if you chip the guard, he definitely doesn't have the hole. And if you can get it through and get it anywhere in here.
I think Peel is squeak. If what's that? I think if he throws Peel, he's squeaking both of those.
Yeah. A draw through here, I think we end up ultimately getting over here.
Yeah.
And that's great. Do you like to draw through the hole, or do you just want to guard?
Guard, what's he playing? This one?
Yeah, probably for 2. This might be there for 3.
There for 3.
Okay.
Sure. I like this. If you rub the outside
This is
one,
going to
you
be a
sort of
little
take
less
away any-
than your draw the button arc.
100%.
I
Yeah.
think if we get through that hole, I agree with you. We're drawing to there.
I think there.
Okay.
This is one of the games. I mean, you just mentioned Brad having a
I guess
low
the
game at
worst-
83. This is one of
Like,
those
it's not
type
the
of
worst
games
if
that
I
Dunstone,
did
Matt
something.
himself,
that
could
works.
curl
To be
50%.
honest, if you just raise
Because
that
you
one,
get down early, they've had to pick this in, and the high degree of difficulty that he's going to face. Like, what's he do if this gets in there?
I think this path is similar to what I threw last in.
You throw the same way.
It's just it's sat a little bit.
Not the toughest shot in the world,
we were
Joanne. It's basically the draw to the button here.
There.
I think we
his
still play
iron
it.
pin caught in the foreground there. That's Matt Dunstone's partner. Played with Corinne Brown, of course, at the Scotties in Thunder Bay.
Still have to navigate this port, though. It's inside the draw for hammer line. If you ever wreck on the tight guard, the one that's tight to the center line, that would open the door for Dunstone. This is precise.
Gushue in his last.
Clean. Yeah. Yes.
Walker. Think where they have to go. They want to get on the other side of the center line. Jeff Walker. Got to get it by that one first. However, it did touch a little bit. Straightened it out just a little bit. And now the rub, and they'll sit right there.
Yeah.
That might have rubbed also.
I think it did for sure.
Yeah.
It was straight after the guard.
Oh, it's really good.
Hit any more of this guard, could be trouble. Just a
Yeah.
redirect.
I didn't see it as I was stepping around the rock. I didn't really
Oh, my
shot.
goodness.
Oh, just the back half? Yeah.
It's probably our easiest shot to.
I think you can
We're
almost.
trying to come off the back of it, right?
Yeah.
Third.
Yeah.
Half rock's going to go right into it.
Yep.
Okay.
That is a steal of
Right here,
one.
this won't do a thing.
So they're actually hoping
Trying to hit it like a thick third, eh?
to tick that one. And then you've got an angle coming in this way. It's almost like a nose hit. And they scatter. And in theory, it's for 3.
There's no room, Joe, down the center line, huh?
No, I don't think so.
So 75% at the moment equals his low of the event played against BC.
Feather tick, the yellow that Gushue just threw, redirecting it straight down the center line. He might be able to move those yellows far enough.
Right now it's steal of 2. Gushue. Yeah, they have been good defensively. Really desperate at this point. Needs something here. Matt Dunstone. Harnden's got it. Ryan. Line. Here we go. Bang. And and he'll back it up. And it'll be a steal of 1.
Brilliant.
Maybe the best he could do. Still hurts. (4-1) Gushue. Mark Nichols on the brush for the Gushue lead. Jeff Walker, as we welcome you back on this Thursday afternoon, final day of round robin play. All began last Friday night, of course. And here we are down to the final 2 draws. We'll sort out Pool A now and then Pool B tonight. And after the steal of 1, Gushue leads it. And Dunstone, Matt Dunstone. It's like Bond, James Bond. Dunstone, Matt Dunstone. He has the last rock, playing the Red Stones here in 5.
Good fair play. Attaboy.
He's just, humble opinion, had too many tough shots, Mr. Dunstone.
That's it. Absolutely.
Or
He rocked or grabbed something.
like that
EJ
call.
didn't help it. And
Back line.
this is where percentages can be very deceiving. You know, like there's a good chance Matt Dunstone's going to curl about 60% in this game.
Well, especially as it progresses. Dunstone is now desperate to score 2 this and to stay within striking distance, so they may have to take a few risks.
back 12. Yep.
Hard line.
Back 12. Hard.
Doesn't look heavy, Jeff.
It's okay. Looks light. Back 8. Whoa. Curl.
Gushue's in the driver's seat. He's not going to let up because you can't with this. You can't start peeling the guards yet, so you just keep piling them in there. And it's up to Manitoba to make some wonderful hits.
I died quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think it's like mid-14s.
A little more than what I've been getting yet.
6 with the sweep on mine in the first time.
Yeah, so what yours was, yeah.
EJ Harnden. Second Stones here in the 5th.
Little bit for line.
Yep.
Up 8. Hard line.
Yep.
T line's great. Okay, you can let it work a bit. T line.
Rip.
Let it work. Teach rock.
Ryan.
Go ahead.
Top T.
That'll hook, that should hook right in.
Hard.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Good.
Hard. Good
Shot.
Each. They show something on that wide out turn side.
That's the way you want to air,
Or do you have
though.
room to chase? Chase?
It's
Do
perfect.
you have any room to chase it, or is it overburied?
It's 1 inch overburied.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, if it was even an inch showing on the
I think it's gonna
other
run dead
side,
straight.
I think they would have taken on that chase because there's a lot of movement on that draw.
And you don't have to bounce it very far if you can make contact. Botcher's been hitting well in this particular game.
Close. Curl. Whoa. Straight. Whoa. Straight. Whoa. Shooter up. Okay.
Drives it by, however.
So this is going to be a little bit quicker.
Top 4. Just a shade low on this.
Similar speed, Colt?
Yeah, similar to speed as 2 ends
It's
ago.
where these rocks in the middle can really hurt the team that's trying to protect the lead
Yeah.
without the hammer. Try to get to the inside here.
Why is that?
Well, there's a stagger available, so if EJ can get to the inside on his freeze, that rock isn't, you're not able to remove it in one go because it'll jam on the yellow on the other side of it.
Can't bounce.
As long as he doesn't bounce it.
Wait, good. Lines of hair tight.
Yeah, I mean, he has to make a perfect shot,
yeah.
but at the same time, it does leave Dunstone something to work
Yeah, you're
Talk to
absolutely
me.
right.
Cannot bounce. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're trying to freeze this one now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, do not bounce on this. Yep.
Whoa, whoa.
That's good.
Oh,
Shot
boy.
each.
And to your point, how do you get that out?
Yeah, and that's also really well managed. They were trying to freeze on the inside of the one top four, but a little less weight, a little bit more curl. Good audible.
I think that's I think it's an even better result because if they're half open, frozen to the back one, they could hammer it out of there.
Good, normal.
Mark Nichols.
Curl.
Potcher's got him.
Whoa. Whoa, we're on the nose. You're on the nose. Okay. Straight of the wings.
Yeah.
We've heard that comment a few times.
Sorry.
Straight out on the wings. You get out wide by the black circle there on the edge of 12. And very little curl.
Top 8.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Epping, chance for multiple here?
Well, no, because they were a product of their own success. All of those stones are on the tee line, and John's first went a little bit deep, and so for Nunavut, came down on top. They are the shot stone. There's nowhere for John to move that stone and still score. So he's coming with the wide out turn, trying to get to the lid for the single after line 5.
Just top button.
Hard, you still got it. Keep going.
Hard!
Keep going. Keep going.
No.
It will just be the one, I believe, at the back.
At the back, I think you're right.
Oh, I heard Jake say 2, but
Sweeping too much. Yeah, we can do that. All right. So one for sure, measure.
Measure for 2. I don't know. Yeah.
All right, we'll let you know.
We bounced too. Like, I think we're.
It's about half a rock. You like here?
Half to it then.
Normal?
Yeah.
Half.
Yep. Yeah. Hard, Jeff. Really got to go hard, Jeff.
Nichols.
Hard, Jeff. Hard.
Walker.
Go.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
A lot more than half. A little light on that, I think.
Okay. Good. You
Leave the shooter up front, protecting their
Yeah, it's pretty good.
stone top edge of the 4.
A bit fresh there. Even if you
you
tap
freeze
this
the
one,
pocket,
wasn't his best.
What's that?
Okay.
Even if you freeze the pocket,
He's going to pick that. That's fine, though.
It's so difficult for the team that's chasing to, freeze one in here when it's right beside your own rock with somebody that can throw it as hard as Nichols. He could easily set up a red double here. They don't have a choice. They've got to lock one in and get one of them to stay, but
T-line. Line's good. You got room. There. You can wait.
cannot be
T-line.
heavy here.
That's there. Line's great. T-line. Go ahead.
back tee, back 4.
Whoa. Back 4. Whoa. Curl. Whoa. Straight.
Yep.
Straight.
Yes.
Straight. Hey, great shot. Good
Really nice.
shot. Yep.
Brad hits that. It goes there. That goes there. So his only choice is to hit the small half that he sees and put it through the uprights.
Trying to.
If I heard Dunstone correctly, Joe, he figured as much, right?
Yep. Really well placed stone and well managed too with the weight.
Mm-hmm.
He knew exactly what it was doing the whole way down the sheet.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like what I see from this Dunstone team. I know they're 3 down.
After the measure, it was just a single. So 6-1. Northern Ontario in a must-win, leading Nunavut.
Clean.
Pick it through, and there it goes.
shot. Good shot. Very good.
You know, Peel has been thrown well when someone's yelling clean the whole way down.
Yeah. We
What a
always
shot.
had that for 2. Right? Yep. 12-5. Just get to close as close as we can. What's that? Yeah.
Like this? Like the only other thing I see is maybe hitting like half
trying to nose it.
What if we even just like?
I guess we're just in, like if he noses us back. Now I'm not sold this is the right call.
Well, what if we?
Because if he noses us back, right?
What if we?
What if we go red, yellow, and roll our shooter way away?
Yeah, that's probably. Or for 2, what if we even?
We could roll away too.
What if we just almost bump just off nose and stay there?
Yeah, let's go talk about this
second?
because the nose isn't going to do us much good.
Or make that. I mean, really, we just want to try to get our deuce, right?
For sure.
Okay, you're not getting 3.
It's just if we nose, he noses us back. We have to hope the angles work.
We're going to probably zip out.
We nose, he knows. It should be a perfect crotch, actually.
Rock here.
And if he makes the roll away, then we have that for 2. Right? Like his shooter's never going to be higher than ours, is it? Than our red?
No. No, I don't think so. Like our rock's going to get to here. It's going to be almost dead even.
If it's
either that or you're doing this.
If it's any higher at all, we're in trouble. Yeah. But again, even if we make this, Colt, he just noses it. It's a tough score then.
Okay. Are we trying to get in on this?
In a perfect world.
Like, why don't we, like, we're not removing it. So we'll just bump it back 12.
Like throw back line?
Yeah.
Just try and get it out of the 4-foot?
Well, get it back.
So we can't nose it.
Sure. Yeah.
I think we want to try to outcount this line.
Yes. Yeah.
So get it biting back 12.
Just get out of the 4-foot, and if we can get any millimeter under, happy days.
Back line?
Yeah. Back line.
What
about a freeze?
Kind of wait.
Because you can't guard both reds.
Yeah, you freeze though, and then I guess you hit the red to make the double on your last, but Gushue might guard.
Yeah.
But can he guard both raises?
Still pretty easy deuce, isn't it? It's half with hack or 2/3 even. Probably gets away with it.
Needs a big rock for that.
If he's only throwing back line, though, he's got to be careful. This one gets all the way out of the 8-foot. Otherwise, his shooter might not be shot at the end of that.
Yeah.
You're saying trying to get to the inside. There's just really no space past the one in the 8-foot to get much of an inside roll.
Matt Dunstone and his first.
Whoa, heavy. Whoa, clean up. Yep. Good weight. Whoa, easy. Still a little heavy. Clean. Curl. Clean. Easy. Clean. Clean. Clean.
Ryan Harden. And push it back and through, actually.
Sorry, guys.
If I heard them correctly, they actually wanted to keep it around the back 4.
Yeah, hoping for a jam of some kind. That was frozen. I don't know what Gushue does. I don't know how he guards both of them. And now it's a tricky little 2.
Like an 11.
Okay. He was 12-2.
Yeah.
We just trying to nose it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You like that ice? Thinking if anything, it's lots.
Yeah, that was my thought as well.
Easy board, you're probably close.
Yeah. I think we can control it.
Yep.
This team understands the angles so well. Obviously, you can't tick the top red here. That would be a disaster.
Gushue in his last.
Whoa! Just shy of the line.
Clean! 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 Yup!
There it goes.
Yeah!
Lost it.
Yeah, just big movement, hog line in there.
Just before that shot, I was going to say that I haven't seen Brendan miss a line call this
9-5?
week.
Yeah, whatever you see.
Yeah, let's throw a 9-5.
That overcurl by I don't know, an eyelash.
Yeah, half's okay, right? Yeah.
Makes this easier.
Is it a hair less ice?
Just brush that one time too sooner and it gets by that red. Just kick the side of that red. Watch how thin it gets. Can't see a ton of this. Remember, Matt missed that bullet double on the high side going the same direction. So you can throw this softer though, can't he? Just, you know, like a normal weight here. It spills the yellows very easily.
Has a chance for 2. Going to the break, Matt Dunstone. Number 1 team in our country coming in.
Gotta go!
And the Montana's Brier. Gotta go, E.J. Harnden. Really gotta go. Now Ryan joins him too. Bang, come across.
Attaboy.
And attaboy, you bet. For 2.
Good call.
That'll feel good going to the break. Dunstone gets within 1.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By Home Hardware, here's how. By Scotty's, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Gushue huddling with his alternate Adam Casey, who once played for Gushue a number of years ago, and his coach Jeff Hopper. As we check the numbers after 5.
It's been a well-played game so far, but Team Canada has put a lot of pressure on Matt Dunstone himself. He was unable to make back-to-back double attempts in that third end, which resulted in the 3, and he really had no shot in the 4th. He was actually quite happy to give up the steal in the 4th end, unable to make his slash, and that's where the edge is here. Brad Gushue, 93% heading into the last half of this round-robin game.
It's all about winner finishing first in the pool. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. Gushue and Team Canada will have last rock when we come back.
There's just nothing like the Brier. It's so special. There's really nothing else like it.
Been here 17 times. My first time was something totally different than it is now, and never fails to give you those goosebumps.
It means everything to me. This is what we play for.
To me, the Brier is still the pinnacle, the biggest event in curling, and it's the dream of every young curler to make it to the Brier.
It's the one that you want to be in. It's the one that you want to go back to. It's the one you want for it never to finish.
Really, it's the top event you can make as a Canadian. Hard to put into words. I've obviously played in so many big Brier games. Fortunate to be part of it once again.
To me, it means, chasing your dreams. The history, growing up, this is where I wanted to be. It gives me goosebumps right now.
To me, that's the pinnacle of curling, is being able to play in the Brier.
It's everything, really. It's what I've been dreaming of my whole time playing curling.
The Brier is the best event in curling still.
Many years of history for this event, and it's one of the biggest stages that you can play in curling.
This is the epitome of when you're a kid and you're watching everything like this. This is the stage.
It's just something that's been influential in everything I've done, and it's a pretty important part of my life.
And here we are on the final day. Round robin play of this year's Montana's Brier in Kelowna. And let's take a look at Pool B, because they'll wrap it up tonight. Jacobs, McEwen, they will play for first place. And as we say, you couldn't have written this any better. It'll be Nova Scotia, Ontario. They're on the ice against each other. The winner will get the third playoff spot. Gushue, Dunstone right now, they're in. They're playing for top spot. Carruthers, Epping, one of them. And now make a note of that number there. The last rock draw numbers. Remember, we told you about those numbers always being so important. Could that 404.9 be the difference for Carruthers when it's all said and done? And I'll say it again, when we walked into this building last Friday, the smile on Russ's face, and I think to myself, if you could have possibly put on the slider and go down there, you'd be there playing.
No question.
So welcome back, as we say, on this final day. of round robin before we move into the championship weekend. Dunstone with a big, important 2 in that 5th. Team Canada leads it, however, and once again, they have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Harnon's got an assist on that last one. It was getting dangerously close to the center guard there. Just squeaked it by for the 2.
Yeah, some really nice precision freezes late that end to generate that 2.
It's a little hard, eh? Probably, yeah. Did you get it? I didn't get it.
10-5.
Your team Dunstone here get a force and get another 2 next end, and you're right back in this thing. They haven't been that far off. It was the pick on EJ's, and then they were unable to connect really on run backs. The angles were bad for them in that 4th end, which resulted in that steal.
Clean, straight. Whoa, yep, yeah. Whoa, 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 roll it, go.
Trying to roll in behind their own and don't quite get there.
Those are so hard. With 2 feet to go, you're not sure which way to brush those. You know, it depends on the speed, the rotation. Got to get it exactly in the right spot. Pretty good.
Yeah, big deal. He's got to get under. Weight's good. Hack. Clean. Hack. Whoa, whoa. Little past the hack. Curl. 6 feet heavy. Okay, keep going, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Yeah, just a little hard.
And they'll leave it right there.
Not too bad, actually, but pretty good. Good weight.
I always like the situation if you're Gushue with hammer that Dunstone's trying to kind of force the issue, trying to get the inside roll. You ever chip the guard, which can happen here, and you probably score your 2.
Curl. Curl. Keep going, Pete. Keep going, Pete. Hard for nose. Hard, Pete. Keep going. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, 11-1.
Thrown the right way. They're making sure they got it by.
Just trust the weight. It's sliding good here.
Okay. Gradual, hey? Like,
yep.
Not going crazy.
It's a wonderful angle of it. How
good hack. Just a little
the
more.
inch or so tucked.
It's like 8 feet more. All right, you gotta go.
I've seen this in other games. If you throw a line a whole bunch of times, the speed will get a little bit faster, and it can sometimes get a bit straighter.
So that'll open up that center line guard now for Dunstone.
That's an unforced error. This is a great opportunity for Dunstone. Get one buried here.
T-line! Okay, just full 8. Line's great. T! Yeah, you can wait all day on this line.
Back 4.
Doesn't need
back 8. Or back 8 plus.
Whoa.
Almost
the old 6th end mop.
Hey. Hey, cool.
To the back edge of the 8.
You see that die at the very end, Vic? That should have carried another foot or so, and that's the fresh pebble that the ice makers put down after the 5th end mop. They refresh the actual slide path because that's the wear area. And the pebble 10 sometimes comes already into the 8 foot, the back 8 foot. It's like that rock hit a wall.
I got 13.9 on that. Yeah, I think it really slowed up in the pebble. I think it's close to 15.
Are you playing down to this, or are you leaving it higher?
I think higher, Joe.
Yeah,
no,
I think so.
I didn't hear the call.
Yeah, might as well play it higher and force a precise corner freeze out of Dunstone. In it now, so might as well try to get 2.
Weight's good. Whoa. Right there. No, we're a little deep. Line's good. Pretty good. Curl. Brennan's in. Curl. 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 Come on, guys. Curl.
Top button. Needs to curl. Go, 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 go. More, 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 more. Okay.
And they'll tuck maybe 3/4 of it.
It's that same one I threw before, right?
Good.
How's that look?
These are an awkward angle because you get by the guard tight. The yellow can go onto the red, so Matt has
Done
to
it. Thin half.
hit it really thin to cross the face of the red
11-5.
and try to save the thrown rock.
11-5.
Good leave by Mark Nichols there. So even if this is made perfect, I assume it's got to roll out of the 4-foot.
Skip Stone's in 6.
Good way.
Yep.
Matt Dunstone.
Yep. Yep.
And almost immediately
Clean.
picked up
Clean up. Clean. Whoa.
Brian Harden. Now EJ.
Straight. Straight. Straight.
Trying to dig it out. And they'll push it through.
Oh, they took on the...
That's always going to curl.
Yeah, they took on the possible jam. Hit it dead on almost.
Go.
Good throw.
All good. Good throw.
Throw, Matty. Just curls there.
Yeah.
It's just that hog line in. Brad Gushue got stuck on that going the other direction last end.
It's rolls
Surprised
there.
both teams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. 11. Yeah.
Now there's 15 years difference between Dunstone and Gushue, but you look at what they've accomplished so far, and of course one of those titles was against Dunstone in 23 in London, Ontario. Interesting, Matt saying to me before the game, he thinks that the life cycle of an elite player is probably 4 Olympics, qualifying for quadrennials. So if you think that out, he's probably in his 2nd. Gushue at 44 might be coming to the end of his, and he admitted as much. He thinks there's going to be a lot of transition with some of the more senior players at the end of this cycle.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
I thought that was
Such a grind.
Maybe see a little bit of curl here.
And we saw some of the future of the game here in the likes of a De Jong, for example.
10-5.
Epping's doing well with his new team.
Wait, Matty.
10-5.
Moybrook in Ontario, fighting for his life tonight, of course, trying to finish 3rd as he goes against Purcell and Nova Scotia. So some new faces.
Where are they going with this? There's a chance you could jam it, roll over, and tick out your own. So either high side a little or low side a little.
Wait.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa, each.
Clean.
Just
Nice
clean.
Easy. Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep. Yep. Easy. Clean. Clean. Yep. 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 Right to it. Clean. Clean.
Well, avoids it. It's funny, when Lott went heavy, you immediately thought that Gushue was going to be in some trouble, and now he's going to be forced to the single here.
Got the broom in the same spot I had for you. That felt good, eh? The speed?
Yeah, that was nice speed.
Speed was good
there. Got there.
Whoa. Should be. Whoop.
That's a lot of dirt.
Should be normal speed here.
Should be good. Your line's good. See back 4. Yeah, back 4. Line's good. Back 8. Becky. Line's good. It's curling quite a bit.
Yeah, we're okay. Doesn't look that deep.
14-5.
Very good
Dug in.
for a single. But Dunstone does the job, forces Gushue to get the last rock back.
Who's winning the Stanley Cup?
Probably the only Canadian that doesn't watch hockey.
I'm gonna hope it's the Vancouver Canucks because that's my team.
Who won last year? Florida? Maybe go with them again.
I'm gonna go with the Tampa Bay Lightning just because we have some connections on that team with Josh, his cousin's on that team, so I'm gonna go with the Lightning.
Hey, who's his cousin?
Brandon Hagel.
Let's go Winnipeg. Well, I really hope Winnipeg can get it done.
I think the Winnipeg Jets are primed and ready to kind of go deep. They have one of the best goaltenders in the entire world on their team.
Connor Hellebuck. Winnipeg Jets, baby.
Winnipeg Jets. It's time to win the cup.
If the Jets won the cup, it would be, pandemonium.
Not the Canadians.
I'm going to go with Mark Kennedy's team, the Edmonton Oilers. It's an easy one. It's the Oilers. Oh, definitely the Oilers.
I believe that the Oilers have the best shot so far.
I gotta go with back home. Everybody in my family loves the Leafs.
I think the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to win the Stanley Cup because even blind squirrels find a nut every now and then.
Toronto Maple Leafs.
But definitely not the Leafs, right?
Oh, no, please not.
If you're a fan of the Canadiens, you're never going to check out for the Maple Leafs. Canada's #1 trade deadline show, Trade Center, presented by Harvey's, is almost here. Tune in tomorrow for the expert tracking and analysis covering every NHL trade all day long, and it's only on TSN. Lots of hockey history here, of course, in the home of the Kelowna Rockets. As we welcome you back on this final day, round robin play tonight, it'll all be about Pool B. Now it's Pool A. So Manitoba and Dunstone get the last rock back. They force. Team Canada leads it. But it is Dunstone with the hammer here in 7 playing the Red Stones.
Clean. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yes! Whoa. Shot. Away.
Very good. EJ Harden. And I don't know if he's looking down at Brad Gushue, but he just might be.
Those shots are so huge.
All right, let's go over and check in on New Brunswick as they play BC.
Well, on Cam DeYoung's first, he wound up crashing on a guard, and that allowed James to draw in for 4. He is in front of the tee line, and all there is the 4-foot, so navigate a port and get full 4 for the single against 4.
Line's good.
Cam DeYoung out of the Victoria Curling Club, trying to win the first for BC, or was trying to win the first since Greg McCauley in 2000.
Whoa.
And we'll take that and say thank you very much, and that's close enough.
One red.
Top 4 depth.
Same as what I've been giving you?
I think so.
Yeah.
They can freeze to that one. They can chase it. They can play the run back, but they're electing to go around the corner guard. And it's early enough. I think that's probably the prudent call here. Get that run back ability of Colton Watt.
Yeah, if that rock was dead buried top button, you might have seen them go after it, but it is accessible.
Okay, line's 4.
Use those corner guards. You put them up for a reason.
Still T. Line's great. Stay close. Right on the hard line.
Gotta go.
Whoa.
Top
whoa.
T.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. Top
whoa.
T.
Whoa.
It's coming down. Top E.
Whoa.
Shot.
Beautiful.
2 very nice shots by EJ Harden.
Take it like just here, though.
In a must-win for John Epping. He's up by 6.
But for the very first time in this end, John had to make a difficult shot. He's been drawing in to lie extra points for the most part. And it was a double that he missed the back stone. And so it is Latimer already line one. This is a draw for two.
Yep. Hard. Hard, guys, come on. Hard. Hard, you got it, guys, hard. Hard, guys, come on. Come on, guys, you got it. Hard, 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 hard.
And to the 8th they go. So Shane Latimer, the team from the Iqaluit Curling Club, pick up a pair.
Curl.
It's been a struggle, as you might expect. Just that's just their second conversion, scoring 2 or more with Last Rock.
Back line.
Okay, cool.
Unforced there.
Hey, cool. Couple options you can draw there.
Well, if we draw around the yellow,
Do this. I think he's doing that.
No,
we draw around the yellow. We could leave it.
If he plants it on that one, it's it's a deuce.
I'm seeing a hit here, guys. Sounds like you're liking this.
That was my first thought as well.
Okay.
If he freezes, we freeze.
Yeah.
Got 2 up. No need to leave that thing in the paint.
This is right where Brad threw at the end.
Don't want to hit it dead on, mind you.
Where do you want to go then?
I think they're going under. They could go open side too and keep them separated.
Under makes it 2 shots to get the rock off the button or a run double.
Good board. Hard, Jeff. Hard.
Mark Nichols, Jeff Walker.
Hard, Jeff. You gotta go.
And Botcher joins them.
Gotta go, Jeff. Hard. Right to it. Hard, hard, hard.
Oh, and you're going to lose it.
Like 9-5?
Softer weight they're asking for here because they quite capable of killing the yellow one. Can they keep the red buried? That's the trick.
Good.
Colton Lott.
Whoa, whoa. Curl. Clean. 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 Curl. Curl. Curl.
Now Ryan Harden.
Curl. You gotta
Knife this over. And they're going to get it on the way by. And away it goes.
That was the key one there. That could have set up the 2.
We need all of that, eh? So maybe there.
What'd you have on that? Just for.
It's broom head wider than what we played in the third end.
Through last end, it's going to be close.
Yeah, I was thinking of throwing the same weight.
Okay.
You guys are okay with that?
Yeah.
You're still looking to get behind Joe. 6 feet of curl, right?
Oh, yeah. That's
amazing.
Phenomenal. And also the speed. It's like a high 14.8 seconds between the hog lines. That's a nice draggable speed for the sweepers.
Stay with it. We're a little tight. Yes. No. Line only. Hard for line.
Oh, here comes their own guard. They're trying to get behind this.
We're back 8. Back 4. Back 4.
Look where this goes now. There's your 6. And by the time it settles, probably 6.5.
That's exactly right, Vic. That's the most we've seen. And
just made a huge move. Too much weight, obviously.
Lucky it did make a huge move because that was back 8, back 12 early.
Yeah.
Any later, it might have wrecked on the guard, too.
I got all the way out to you.
Me too. Yeah. I like the throw.
I think I heard Jeff say just the first one out that wide. You do see that. If you haven't seen a path in a while, you get a little more curl.
Hard, so it must just be frosty over there. We haven't played that corner for a while.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think that's what it was. But seeing maybe a broom more, Colt.
That's the advantage of playing in 22 Briers.
Yeah, the art of ice reading. It's arena ice, especially. It's a living, breathing thing, and figuring it out, getting a handle on it is.
And you know, people say to me, "Oh, come on, it can't be that much difference." Well, we're talking inches here.
Yeah.
Like that's dead buried around 6 feet of curl, and he's a foot heavy. So if you want to be that precise and you want to win at this level, you do have to pick up those slight differences in the ice. Need one here, boy. This should be quick here.
Back 4.
Oh, then.
Matt Dunstone.
Little bit. Back 4.
His first. He has the last drop. Down by a couple.
Hard line. Yeah, hard line.
Now they got him.
Hard.
EJ.
Hard line. Gotta go.
Right. Brian left. Here you go. Got to get by your own first.
Heavy.
Did they? Yes, they did. Great save. And to push it back, they are shot rock.
Just getting a little flat and curling earlier out here. I think so.
What a great team shot.
Wouldn't you like to rent those two guys out for a game or two?
Watch EJ, doesn't even look up.
Heavy.
Just all that downward pressure.
And it was one of the things that Brad said is that for EJ, what was really important to him at this latter part of his career was playing with his brother again, and they just feed off each other.
Oh, it's just so fun to listen to them talk to each other as they're managing a rock down the sheet. That intensity, also that freedom to talk to each other as brothers.
I think EJ's a better player playing with these guys, you know, partly because of his brother.
Line's good.
Try to lock a freeze on the corner here.
The last one curled enough.
Yeah, I don't think he can get shot, but he can definitely narrow the rings down and get the force in play.
Top button. Whoa. T-line. Whoa. T-line.
Wait's good.
Always mark. Always mark.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just right here, guys.
Yeah, we're right there. Just shy of that.
Yep. Whoa. Shot out of it.
Good shot.
Well, they may be. You'll have to look for that pinhole. Look hard.
Right. Is this one easier?
I think they've got it. Red's got it.
It's definitely
just
red.
See the,
planting it into this,
just
right?
see the hole there.
We can throw this hard. Just wonder if that one's easier. Just plant it into it. You don't like the rag?
What a shot.
Or that.
This one looks easier to me.
Okay.
We just saw this with Colts. Yeah, if we're we're just dead planting it right into that.
Okay. Whatever you see.
Push it over to here.
Okay.
You think this one always, no matter what, is touching that one?
This one's an easier raise, but it's tougher to contact the yellows properly.
Yeah,
this with Colt.
This one?
If you nut it here, Matt, it's always easier.
Okay, so we're just dead nutting that
I like
one?
this one, but
okay.
Yeah.
Throw peel.
Well, 9.5 I like
with Colt,
okay.
right? You don't have to whip it.
Like 3/4?
9.5, 3/4 high. Right on the handle. Shouldn't do a thing.
Yeah.
These are so tough, but we talked in the opening about giving separation. Gushue keeping the rocks far enough apart to stop this. This is how he beat Crothers last night with one of these brilliant shots. But this is hard. You can make contact on the yellow the wrong way here and get your one.
Colton Lott over his shoulder, just measuring up where to hit, how to hit, looking for a couple to tie. Final stone right now. He has one in his pocket, Dunstone.
Good way. Clean. Whoa.
Have to run it back, get rid of that. Stone just thrown by Gushue. Under. EJ staying with it. You got the line called. Have you got it? Oh, you do. What a beauty. Matt Dunstone with an absolutely wonderful shot for two to tie it up. And the line call from Colton Lott. Perfect.
So good.
Back in it. Dunstone against Gushue. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it, Carol. Here we go.
That's Grandma.
They're loving it. It's the battle for first place in Pool A. Winner will have that advantage going into the weekend, and we're tied at 5. Great shot. Really, some of the finest you'll see in this week. Matt Dunstone with the run back to pick the stone off the side and score a couple. So here we go, tied at 5. We go to the 8th. Team Canada with last rock. Gushue has the hammer, playing the Yellowstones.
There was risk with that shot too. It might have hit it a little higher across the face and just feather tick Gushue's freeze. It would have chipped out his own, and it would have been a steal of 1.
Yeah, they'd seen that spot on Colton's that end, though, so they had a really good idea of how it would run. They just threw normal weight. That's what Colton had thrown there on his run back. Just went to school, and it was such a great team shot. I think you have to take that risk on in that situation, Russ.
To your point, when Colton missed it by a hair, I heard Matt say, what did he throw there? What was the split? And somebody said something like 9-6, or and they had a little better information to help Matt make that last one.
Actually, I don't mind. Whatever weight just rolls to there. Kind of don't mind the in. Sure.
Still, Team Canada is in the better position on the scoreboard here, though. Has the hammer in the even ends. 2 hammers to Dunstone's 1 in theory.
Whoa. Whoa. Curl. 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 Get too close to the line. Whoa. Curl. 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 Good. Good shot.
That opens everything up. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a pile for sure.
Well, and for Shane Latimer, he came short on his first. John lopped another one around, and then Shane came short again on his second. So this is a draw for 6.
For Northern Ontario and John Epping and the team from the Northern Credit Union Community Centre in Sudbury,
Running like it's heavy.
Ontario.
Half, 2/3. Line's good. Little bit for line.
Trying to win a first national championship since Brad Jacobs back in 13. And there it is, and handshakes, count them up, and that's the first 6 of the event put on the board.
Good game, John. Good game. Hope you get another one. Thanks, man. Good game.
So Epping will finish at 6-2, and Latimer and the team from Iqaluit will go winless at this year's Montana's Brier.
Okay, let's go sweat it out.
Well, I think we can get there with, like, hack. We're trying to kill it.
A great week for Northern Ontario, 6-2, and now they have to cross their fingers to hopefully live to see another day here.
Extra and loss to Gushue might be the difference.
Sure, yep. But if we can get to the nose, even better.
Didn't quite guard all of this. Kind of guarded the wrong half, too, because there's a slight yellow angle here that makes this a little easier for Botcher. Had a really good game, Brendan. A lot of good run backs.
Weight's good. Clean. Weight's good. Easy hack. Easy hack. Yep. Hard. 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 Whoa. Clean. Just did a hack. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hard. Hard.
Scrape it. Oh, they just did. Scraped it by. And enough to push it through. Oh, not quite. It'll be second shot at the back.
Good scrub. Just this for now.
Boy.
Just taking the paint off the rocks today. I feel like there's been at least half a dozen of these.
You're trying to get low, right?
The guard wasn't going to move. That was the other thing. I thought they might try to wrap around here, but this rock is so raisable for Nichols and Gushue that I think you have to deal with it.
Good weight. Clean. Curl. 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 Real hard. You're never off, Pete. Never off, Pete. Keep going. Keep going. Whoa. Good shot, Cole.
Brilliant brushing. That looked like it was going to tick it at best.
Go. Okay.
We're into it now.
Unless you want to take one crack at that, but I think you do that. He's doing it. Yeah. I think we beat him. I like the draw. Yep.
So last end, a couple come-arounds on both sides. They surprised each team with the curl, so you got to start watching. 8th end might be slowing down a bit. Should be easy to get buried behind this rock top 12 at this point in the game.
Yeah, Gushue got more than 6 feet going the other way in this similar path.
Weight's good.
Mark Nichols.
Yep.
As Gushue tries to beat him in.
Yep.
Get there first.
Hard. Weight's good. Hard for line. We're there. Hard for line. We're all there. Gotta get by. Whoa. Whoa. You're by. Whoa. Higher the better. Whoa. Higher the better. Higher the better. Really good.
See another one where they may have just let up and it just makes a late move.
Mark's just so smart. That's the most rotation I've seen him throw this season. He just kept it out there with that.
Very sweet.
Could not put that in a better spot.
Yeah, the freeze is being called here, and Canada's still going to have the whole 4 foot to work with for their second point.
If you can lock this on. That's a big if, too.
Yeah, any lighter, Dunstone's going around everything.
Yep.
Any heavier narrows down the scoring area.
Hard lines. Guard. Whoa. Try and frame up another draw here. Sit. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I like that.
You wonder with some of these whether the brooms are ripping the pebble off. Wouldn't take much.
What are we thinking here?
He clipped the ice to begin with. There's not a ton of pebble left right before the game even starts. Didn't look that light. It didn't seem too concerned out of his hand.
Okay. That looks ballpark to me, Mark. Weight's good. A little light.
Forced to go the other way now.
Clean. Whoa. Clean.
There's Nichols second.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Yes.
Just
Hard.
going to nose the rock in the back of the rings.
Right to it, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard. Right to it. Right to it.
And right to it they are. And so there they sit, 1 and 2. But as it still opened the door for us for Dunstone.
Knows that?
Not really, because you could freeze the back when you're still in trouble.
Yeah.
Are we even shot?
Yeah. You'll be second.
Yeah, we'll be second.
That's the spot.
Okay.
You like the...
Just what's our end game to force them?
Okay, play the back one. You gotta get one.
What do you see? We gotta make a call. You see the freeze?
Yeah.
Okay. Playing the freeze here. Yeah.
Tough situation. And locking it on the corner, if you thought you could make it, it'd be a slightly better result.
11-5.
Yeah, it's just extremely precise.
Yes.
And any kind of error, all of a sudden the three's in play. I think this is the call. Right on the nose.
Yeah, if nothing else, it shrinks the scoring area a little bit. Gushue never needs much scoring area, though.
Whoa. Clean. Curl.
Dunstone at his first.
Clean. Curl.
E.J. Harden.
Curl. Keep going.
Still with it all the way to the back. But we even got the roll towards center line.
No kidding. Well done. That took a bit of risk. That didn't get by an abundance.
That's one thing I heard. I've heard more than on one occasion that EJ can make a rock go. He's one of the best out there at doing that. And I think Brad Gushue said that actually about him when he first joined the team.
No kidding.
That angle, the downward pressure can make it dance.
Throw hack. Okay. Yeah. What do you think of that ice? Colts, eh?
Looked similar to Mark's.
What's
Mark
that?
was just through. I said, looks similar to Mark's. Mark was just through.
Way. Not too much, is it?
Tougher than the frame of the nose.
Yeah. Almost hoping. Clean.
Weight's good.
Hack. Clean.
Yep.
Just to the hack. Yep. Hard.
Gushue in his first.
Hard.
And Walker trying to hold it up here.
Hard. Yep.
He's got to get by those yellows.
Hard.
keep it out there. And now roll it away. Away it goes to the back. And now it spins to the back 4.
Just wanted to roll another foot or so.
Definitely getting some swing with that rock. Yeah.
Great weight.
That's a good point. It's
Rock's
not,
just a hair sharp, I think.
yeah, and you sometimes don't notice that until the pebble wears down a bit.
Yeah, that one's just curling a little more.
So it's another game where Gushue picks up a plus, outscoring his opposite number by 5 percentage points or more. So really a perfect week for Brad Gushue. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
If you roll perfect, I think you shot rock here.
Does he have the room to get inside, do you think?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
10.
Whoa, Pete. Pete. Whoa. Curl. Curl. Gotta go. Heavy. Curl. Clean. Straight.
Now straightening it out is Ryan. Have you got the inside roll? Yes, sure you do, and it's a beauty. To be shot rock, back 4.
Great shot.
Almost
pretty good.
Perfect.
Well, his face just lit up when he saw the result. Look at that. He knows he's got Gushue in some trouble. A little pat on the back on the line call by Colton Lott.
At the same time, this is there for 2. Doesn't have to move this very far.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
And they know the spot, right?
For what, like 4 feet less?
It's extremely precise.
Yeah.
6 feet less than I just threw? Yeah.
Much better than leaving the open draw to the 4 foot.
You heard Brad say 6 feet less because he feels this one's a hair straighter. Easy to overthrow this.
Wow. That's how well they played. They haven't given up a steal so far, but boy, are they in some difficulty right now. Dunstone has one. Back 4. Can you dig this out? Here we go. Walker. Can you get there? And it does not look like they will. They'll crash up front. And Dunstone will steal it. And for the first time in the event, Gushue gives up the steal and with it gives up the lead. Well, at one point in time, it was 4-1 Gushue leading. But now as we welcome you back on this Thursday afternoon to Kelowna, we go to the 9th, and Dunstone has come back to take the lead 6-5 after that steal of 1. But it is Gushue who once again will have last rock, has the hammer here in 9 playing the Yellowstones.
Wait up. Wait's good. Whoa.
Brad Gushue identified that he thought his first one was a little sharp. Last time, remember, he got that 6.5 feet of curl, Vic, and got it to a spot that was almost impossible to get to.
Good weight, Jeff.
His first one curled more than they thought here, and I think he sat in the hack and overthought it. It was like, oh, this is my straighter of the 2 rocks. I better not overthrow this thing, and he didn't. He underthrew it. It's so easy to do that. You're
Wait. Whoa.
it's so much to think about. You think yourself into an error.
It was a tough shot, too. He only had maybe a third of the rock exposed. Had to throw back 8.
To save the shooter, yes. Good point.
6. Okay.
Big swing, though, to go from potentially being 2 up, playing 9. Now they're trailing by 1.
8. Quarter.
Here comes the blank now. They rolled the wrong way there. You should be happy with that, big time.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the team with this scoreboard scenario. I mean, they'd love to score 2 here and be up 1 without. That's usually statistically a better position to be in. But if you ever get forced here, it's pretty much game over. So they'll take the blank.
And we hear the applause. Alberta is a winner, Kathy.
And it's not the week for Kevin Cooey, of course, that he had hoped for, not the year that he'd hoped for, but he finished on a positive note. Ty DiLello drawing for the single and said, that's good, thank you.
Yeah, he got off to a difficult start, did former champion Cooey. He lost to Dunstone, lost to Epping, lost to Carruthers. So he dropped 3 right out of the gate and was never able to recover.
Clean it. Just clean it.
And what put him out was an extra end loss to Gushue. Like it, you know, like some of these teams are going to look back and go, boy, we were close.
Real thin either way. Try this.
In theory, that red one's bugging Gushue because the middle one's not going to be a problem for this skill level, but you'd like to get them both.
Less than a quarter? Yeah. Quarter's close. A little less is best.
Brendan's made a lot of these.
Yep. Keep that over in line, Jeff. Really got to go. Hard, Jeff. Right to it. Off, Mark. Throw it off.
He really has gotten better as the week has gone along. Brendan Watcher, numbers say it. You pointed out when we first came on air, he was perfect, right?
100% in his last game.
Good scrub.
It just has to give him more confidence watching the rocks come at him, because that's what he was used to all those years skipping.
Easy. Tighter. Right where your broom is.
I even think about his comfort level being a teammate out there, helping Brad put the broom down, frame the shot from the other end. Probably is way more comfortable than standing there sweeping, ready to sweep a draw for the win or a huge shot in the middle of the game.
That's crazy.
Quarter?
Small quarter.
Mark won't be afraid to take this on. It's risky to hit a quarter rock.
Yep. Whoa.
Mark Nichols.
Whoa.
Close.
And underneath.
That's hard to do.
Good shot. Oh. Hard to do that. One more, Colt. Okay. You like that?
Sure.
Nice and tight.
Okay.
Yeah, nice and tight.
Same spot, I think.
Yeah. Just out's good.
Tight's too tight. I think he's going to give a half rock for Mark, and he's probably going to make it.
Higher than the last one. Same weight. Okay, yeah. Yeah, leave it high enough to chase anything. Good. Chuck.
Go.
One more go.
I think because you just threw it, we give it a run again.
Sure. My only concern, like he gets it in there, and I miss the double. It's a force.
Yeah. What else are you thinking? Around the center?
Still go for 2.
I'm thinking make the double.
Okay, let's make the double then.
I don't love this.
No.
Okay.
I like playing this one more time.
It's got to be on the line, okay? Just on the line.
Just.
Even just a hair shade off.
Yeah.
He was real close last time.
Whoa, curl.
One more time.
Curl.
Mark Nichols. This time, and again, almost the same result, right? Just underneath.
Man. Good throw. Good throw.
Scaring it.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to play with that great player, and he just relishes these moments that the more intense these games get, the more fun he's having.
Yeah.
It's just amazing how he handles the pressure. Of course, I guess if you're in 22 Briers, you get good at it.
I wouldn't say this draw is a cakewalk.
Get it running in this spot.
Yeah, not easy to get buried behind this very wide corner guard. They did throw out this wide, though, in like the first end. Lots of movement to the wings. As long as his weight's close, they can carve this over.
T-light! Line's good right now.
I liked it, guys.
Where is it?
Line's great.
T-light!
Little rope.
That's line.
Rope.
Get it moving if you can.
Well, line's close.
Line's getting better.
Line's great.
Right here. And he still needs to curl.
Curl when you go.
You can go. Only if you have to.
Go ahead, E.
You can go.
Go ahead.
You can go.
You can go.
And look at it go.
Hard. Keep going.
Look at it go. In behind. And that was what Gushue was worried about if they didn't make the double.
That's just it. Now he's forced to make the double.
Yeah, perfect.
What a wonderful curling shot. I thought it got by the guard with too much space, and then EJ just knifed it over.
And the key there was Matt was pretty much there out of his hand, so they were able to carve it as much as possible. Like, that is as far separated as it could possibly be. Any more, it's pretty much out of the rings. Perfect spot.
Win or lose, this has been an impressive effort by Dunstone.
One more. Try and hit a little high. Yep.
He's been tracking a bit.
You got to think it's a must make here if he hopes to take that last rock to the 10th.
Whoa, whoa.
Gushue first.
Clean, whoa. Clean, yeah. Yeah.
Nichols. Have you got it? Oh, and you do. What a big shot. Brad Gushue.
Huge.
Good shot. Like bite a
Hard to
piece
get
under.
fully buried now, but
Very good.
he gets more than 2/3.
Need to throw it harder.
You think we take it on?
Let it roll it off a bit more.
I thought they might play it the other way and then
Try to
roll
get
in.
2/3 buried with a biter.
The worry there was they're trying to high side it, and if it gets caught in that straight area.
3/4.
But he knew what he was doing.
He was saying he wished he threw it a little harder to roll his shooter off a little more, but I mean, you could be hanging, splitting tee, just biting the side. It'll still be visible for the blank attempt.
For sure.
It was a great shot.
A little more.
A little more weight.
Line's good. We're up to be T
You can wait on this line.
So got max room.
Wait only here.
Easy. Where is it?
I'd like you to wait.
T. Gotta finish it if anything. As long as it just gotta split T.
There.
It's got to slow down.
Stay close, EJ, when you go. Go ahead. Stay close. Yep. 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 Good.
Good shot.
Sweet.
It's half buried, but anymore it's not in the rings. Really good effort.
Yeah. You like that ice?
I do.
These inside outs way over. You just don't play them very often. It's usually an out turn, and this, if you're going at a broom out this wide.
Here we go.
Yep.
Final stone looking for the blank. And to take that last rock to 10. Walker got to keep it off that stone. Keep it off that stone. And now, have you going to have enough to roll it out? He will not. So Gushue, unforced error. Forced to take a single here in 9. We are tied. And Dunstone has the hammer. Expect the unexpected, they say. Well, that was unexpected. Gushue missing the blank attempt, albeit difficult, played to the wide side and just couldn't roll his shooter out. So we're tied at 6. And with that, coming home here in 10, it is Matt Dunstone from the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg that does have last rock, has the hammer playing the Redstone.
Number 1 lead this week. Ryan Harnden came a bit too deep. He actually, in fairness, got tight to the guard. They had to brush it to get by the yellow, and it's not in the spot that Dunstone wants it.
So the 2 centers have gone up from Team Canada. And twice now, Dunstone has come in.
Like that, or you want to move this back?
You want to move it.
I think we can get close to nose with back 4. Bump into the back of the 4, back button.
Yeah.
Sorry, so that now there's only one rock for Brendan to bump. If they were both stacked up, buried, it's so hard for the second stone to come around with a wee bit of weight because you can't wreck when you're trying to steal and you can't miss wide. So now it's just a single tap, and there might be a bit of a wall there if he makes this good.
They talked about playing a tap on the one that's biting the back of the tee line, and that's kind of already helping them. The problem rock is the one at the top of the forefoot.
Hard. Back 8. Whoa.
Should be able to get there. It sounds like there's a little more curl as the game goes on here.
Want me to go? No. Don't need it for line. Line's good. Sit.
Okay, good shot.
Okay, good shot. Just the one. Turn easy in.
One other game remains on the ice, Kathy. New Brunswick and BC.
Well, James Grattan's final stone opened up the path to the shot stone, and so for the very first time this game, actually, a chance for some significant points, 3. In fact, if Cam is able to hit and stick on the nose.
Cam DeYoung and his team from the Victoria Curling Club. And 3 it is. So 7-5 Grattan leads it coming home.
Over through it.
No, like not as fast as earlier in the game.
I thought Jeff would have been further on his. Like he came down.
Me too. Yeah, okay.
These can be tricky. Looking for a high guard. So you want as much separation between the tight one and the long one, but gets slower as the game goes on.
Stay down, but we're
You
close.
can just think of this one as maybe like a light halfway guard, and it should stop in that high area.
Weight's good. If you're over, then we'll.
Just can't ever hog it.
Weight's good. Line's fine. Just clean. Just
They
clean.
picked up a steal in the 4th
Good
to
shot.
go up
Good nice.
4-1. But since then, it's all Dunstone. Outscoring Team Canada 5-2. We're tied at 6.
Clean. Just clean.
Whoa. Clean.
Easy clean.
Well, Gushue's got something going here, though, and the Reds are helping him. The Yellers in good spots.
One more.
That's what these guys are thinking.
Okay. You like it?
The
I like
cat and
it.
mouse
If he wants
game.
to ignore it, he can.
Yeah.
How long do you wait before you make the play in the rings? And that goes for both teams.
I think we have to. If he gets low, it's ugly.
I think we're over. Line's good. Weight's good. Line's good,
Jeff.
work a bit.
Easy.
Wait, don't wait. Weight's good. We're over.
Around the AGI.
We're over.
Yeah, around the green logo.
Whoa.
Bottom of that logo.
Probably just
Can we
went
curl
slow.
a little?
It's coming down
Curl.
pretty
Go,
good.
Brendan.
Curl.
Yep.
Yep.
Go.
Squared up. Good shot.
Okay, good shot.
Good patience there.
Whoa.
Are they taking a run at this? Sure. Yeah, enter low.
Colton throws it so hard, they're going to get us a go. Obviously, you jam them both straight back, you're in big trouble.
Whoa. Curl.
Colton was part of that 23 silver medal winning team in London, Ontario. Got one, got 2, and rolls the shooter away to cover the 8-foot.
By crossing the face like that, the rock you hit, the object rock, will drag back straighter down that center line. Your shooter doesn't roll as far, but it kind of guarantees you're going to get both of them. That just kind of straightens out a bit, gets all of that. Well, that was the key guard to get out of there, the tight one.
So let's play this through as we play Nichols in his last third stone. So you put up another guard here, Joe.
Length over.
What's the process? When
little
does
Yeah,
Gushue make the move to get in?
Okay.
Probably on his next one, I would think.
Just shy of half.
Yep. Keep going.
He may throw another guard. It's just then the concern is that Matt will come in and block, and then Brad won't be able to get in there.
I think we heard them say as they were chatting, he and Lott and Dunstone, the worry is if you get, now that roll of that shooter maybe takes away the inside roll in that stone at the 4.
How true.
That's the big concern there, was if they could get frozen to the one that's biting the back tee line. They can't anymore.
No. So that was a twofer for sure.
Fair, buddy.
Brad's got the tap or the come around. He's going to throw one more guard. It's still interesting, and
You want your 3 for the last one?
how important was Ryan's first one being behind the tee line?
Yeah, how often do you see that too?
Yeah.
Just slight error on those lead rocks.
They had to brush it to get it by, and they probably wish they didn't get it by.
He's also talking about Jeff Walker said you want your 3 for the last one, so maybe the 3's got a little bit more curl to it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Good thinking. Good chance here.
Half. Half.
Okay.
Halfway high.
Go then if it's high. Line's
Half's
good.
maybe a little longer than they're tighter than they want.
Okay,
Line's
keep
good.
going.
It's over curling a little.
No, line's fine. Line's not over
Reach your
curling. We're
broom.
good.
Line's good.
Stay down. Stay down. Line's good.
Reach your broom. Just to my broom. We're good.
Clean.
Oh. Good shot, Brad.
Good shot.
Well, it's really been a story of two halves. Look at that first 4 for Gushue. And at one point, Dunstone was 78%. Look where he is now. Gushue was at 94, and look where he is. So he's fallen off as Dunstone has carried that momentum and now has last rock as we play here in 10. The game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995.
It's whatever you're feeling. If you feel a draw, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, the Northern Ontario team waiting to see if they, in fact, will
Get a
play.
little worried if he makes that super
They've done
good.
what they had to do earlier. Took care of Nunavut,
Like he makes
13
that,
to 3.
We gotta draw here.
You think he's going to tap or not going to just play the intern draw?
Well, I'd love to see him throw the intern draw. Because he can't make that any good for us to, like, we'll have a double if he plays intern draw. It's the tap I'm worried about.
No, I know. I think we're playing easy out here.
Feel the guard?
My first thought was Teal.
Yeah, we're always going to have a shot no matter what.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got that best.
Okay.
The back turn here.
Let's go intern, Cole.
We talked about Brad keeping the cutter. That might be there. Also, it looks absolutely impossible, but that's such a long guard. It's guarding little outside edge of 4. They could get enough curl that way too.
In quite as good a spot. Like if you tapped it a little high, you could almost tap it to a hole, and then you could blast the two of them off. Fair enough. No. I'm with you. Like the arc is going to have to come in there pretty hard. Yeah. If we can get it 3/4 low. Oh yeah. 2/3 low.
That's what they're lining up. Is the wide out turn come around with the cutter. I don't think Matt saw that. So this is not the. This is definitely the right call, anyways.
Yeah, you could draw one in there and send
Yeah.
another, but if you're ever deep, it's disaster.
Or you hook them thinking you've stopped the raise, and then Brad makes this one. One nice thing for Dunstone is he can hammer that yellow with any speed he wants.
Yep.
This show you how good the surface is. They're taking 5.5 feet. And the guard really, in my opinion, it's not in the way.
A broom inside middle.
It'll hook.
Just a broom inside middle 12.
So just a little slower than draw the button?
Yeah, it's about 6 feet slower than the peak.
It's actually a wonderful opportunity if you can somehow get to the inside here. Dunstone's got to draw the pin.
Yeah, should be pretty good. Gonna have to need you to go.
Yeah. I think it'll be curling in there nice, Brad.
Yeah.
This rock.
It's a little more.
Jeff told him to save this rock. It could come in handy.
Needs to be the shot stone when it finally settles last
Line's good.
for Gushue
I felt a little light to me.
here in this
Line
10th.
deep.
Felt a little light, he says.
Go for. Line's
Nichols
good.
has got him.
Curl.
Walker
Gotta go for
2.
weight. Curl. Gotta go for weight.
There you go. Help it over. You can hear.
Gotta curl.
Boncher said, curl. Got to get it there, fellas. You have to be the shot stone. You got to keep this alive, fellas. Got to keep it alive. You got to be the shot stone. And he's going to come up light. And Dunstone is going to win it and with it, take first place in Pool A. And with that, Northern Ontario also learns their fate, that they have been eliminated. Matt Dunstone make the final 7-6. Both teams will finish at 6-1, but Dunstone, who dropped the 23 final to Gushue, and Harnden, who once played with Gushue, will be first place. And we have another final, and it's over as New Brunswick and James Grattan from the Gage in Oromocto pick up the win 7-5 to complete round robin on this Thursday afternoon in Pool A. And just disappointment in that Northern Ontario box as Dunstone and the team celebrate a win.
Yeah, the little sharp rock there, Vic, I think it was supposed to help him, but he was out in the weeds with the sharp rock. They just couldn't drag it.
I mean, Matt Dunstone, second half of that game, he stood on his head and put all kinds of pressure on Team Canada. What a game.
Brilliant comeback.
Dunstone will get that last rock, taking it forward into the championship weekend.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada.
So the obvious question is to John Epping, the skip from Sudbury. How do you feel? Well, you can't feel very good. He had a great run. Goes 6-2 and still not going to make it. And the reason is Dunstone, Gushue, Carruthers. Had Epping failed to beat Carruthers in the round robin, so that is the determining factor. Had Gushue won and finished first, then they would have come down to last rock draw, and then it would have been Carruthers out. But it is Epping on the head-to-head record, and he is eliminated from this year's Montana's Brier. Pat Dunstone picks up a win, and he will finish first in the group. Hello there. Glad you're here with us in Kelowna. Coming up tonight, the battle for first place. Mike McEwen, a runner-up a year ago, Brad Jacobs. Both of them taking their undefeated records and putting it on the line when we join you again at 9:30 Eastern Time. And of course, the other big game that Kathy will be watching is Ontario and Moybrook against Nova Scotia and Purcell, as that game will determine who finishes third. What a day. Always exciting. This final round robin day here at the Montana's Brier. So, till we talk with you again, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you for joining us here in Kelowna on Canada's sports leader, TSN.